Guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. Last time, we arrived here, which I'm not exactly sure where here is. It's supposed to be Lost Jerusalem. It's kind of like the area we've already been to, but in a sense it's also not. This one's a lot more alive than the one we were at before. So, there's nothing else we can do. We can't go back into any areas we've been to before. We must simply walk forward and go to the area where we would expect things to occur. You want to get ready for some awesomeness? Here it comes.
The stones are still new. They look like they were just made.
Probably were. KOS.
KOS! I don't understand. Why are you here?
Since you are here, it must mean that you have come for her.
Her? Yes, that's right. Where is she?
I
In
like
this casket?
the callback to episode 1
KOS,
and
who is in this casket?
the type of voice he had then.
KOS?
He seems to be trying to emulate it here. I like that. It makes sense.
It moves. What?
Hello.
It's KOS-MOS.
We've seen you before.
No
In a
way.
flashback.
She's human.
True.
She looks just like KOS-MOS and T-elos.
Yes.
Kevin must have used her as the model when he first built them.
But who is she?
She's so beautiful. She looks like she's sleeping.
You woke her up.
What's happening?
Okay. Jesus Christ. KOS.
Isn't that
Human KOS-MOS.
KOS?
No, I'm not even
woman
kidding.
beside
They
him
don't name
is the
him,
woman in the casket.
but that's who it is. Very few games have the
What is
balls
this feeling?
to put Jesus fucking
Is it
Christ in a game.
Anger? Despair? No. You're sad, aren't you?
Apparently, according to the wiki, those flowers are called KOS-MOS with a C.
KOS-MOS,
I'm not sure if that's true or
Are
not. I
those-
just saw it on the wiki.
are those tears? Why? Why are you crying?
The form this woman was crying over
You've lost sight of yourself, just like me.
is implied
You
later
don't know who you are anymore. You don't even know where you stand,
in flowers.
and you feel alone. I understand. Let's find out together. All right? Let's try and find out who I am and why you are here. Let's look for the answers together. KOS-MOS. Xian.
I like the cutscene. I really, really do. This whole part of the plot is awesome. Don't like Xian's characterization, but the
Xian.
plot itself is so good.
Are you all right, Xian?
Admittedly, some people may look at it and go, they're being too overt with the references. I don't think so. I actually like that. But that's entirely a personal perspective, so to each his own.
Chief.
Can you stand, Xian?
At the end of toward the end of the last episode, I was talking about the sound effects of the feet on this material, kind of interfering with scenes. This is particularly the part of the scene I was referring to, but it kind of bugs anything out when you hear those footsteps when people are just shuffling their feet. The other thing to notice here, KOS-MOS's eyes are blue. Her eyes turn blue a few times throughout the series. What does that indicate?
KOS-MOS!
Yeah, annoying.
You've awakened, haven't you? Into your real self. You're...
Mary.
Correct.
Mary?
Mary Magdalene, my will. You finally awakened.
Yeah. They're not going half in on this. They're going full bore into all the mythology. Mary fucking Magdalene. You've got to be kidding me.
T-elos!
That is not the vessel in which you are meant to dwell.
Oh?
Surrender and become part of me, KOS-MOS.
But if that was what you wanted, why did you kill her earlier? Battle time! Ziggy, I don't think this is your fight, buddy. You caught her. Xion, this is definitely not your fight either. This is pretty badass. Awesome block.
I want to know who you are. How are both you and KOS-MOS connected to that woman?
She is the partner of the Messiah. My
Yes.
body is Mary's body. Inside of KOS-MOS sleeps Mary's will.
Not really sleeping anymore. We did this fight once before.
Now that Mary's will has awakened within KOS-MOS,
It didn't
I
end
will
well.
take it inside me and complete my resurrection as the true Mary Magdalene. KOS-MOS is nothing more than a temporary vessel.
Mary's will? Mary's resurrection?
Xion's a little slow.
Wait! What will her resurrection bring about?
That's a good
And
question,
what is
though.
it that Kevin's trying to do?
Do you mean that you don't know?
Of course not.
You are the key, Xion. You're the maiden of Mary Magdalene.
I hate that
Mary's
phrase.
resurrection is what he desires.
I will explain that
the
later.
convergence of dissipating will. The revival of the soul. That is Mary's duty. When Mary fulfills her duty, Zarathustra shall speak!
We still know nothing about that. I love miniguns. Junior, you know that's not going to work.
You may very well be the maiden, but interfere and you will regret it. Do you understand? You don't have to be afraid. It's all right. I'm not going to kill you for his sake.
Dropkick. Wait. KOS-MOS? Are you
Are
alright?
you all right? Xion.
Wait, seriously?
KOS-MOS,
You're just taking all those blasts?
what are you?
Xion.
Pretty much got at this point.
Right now, I am Mary. And at the same time, I am not Mary. Wasn't it you who said that the heart changes from one moment to the next?
Yes, but T-elos is trying to make you a part of her. If that happens, then...
I don't know what will happen. By merging with T-elos and becoming the true Mary.
I don't know what the fulfillment of that duty will bring.
This is insane. Oh shit. KOS-MOS is badass.
You dare challenge me, you defective piece of junk?
She's
You
not
want to be
defective.
ripped apart like before? Listen, T-elos. If your existence will bring harm to my friends in any way, then I will be forced to stop you. How amusing. Try your best to entertain me.
Nice evil laugh. I like it. But yeah, I mentioned in episode 1 how I loved the fluidity with which the voice actress, who I'll reiterate is also the voice actress returning in this game, was able to go from the mechanical voice, the mechanical dialogue, everything sounding mechanical, to being more emotional, kind of more human. This is kind of the culmination of that. In this game, it really comes forward, specifically in the last chapter. It takes some time. But with KOS-MOS awakening, and unfortunately it's not KOS-MOS' turn, but she does have blue eyes even in the fight. She is now fully, well, awakened as much as she can be on her own. Like I said, this fight is, in the previous episode, I made the note that they're going to throw these characters into this fight. Now, whoever's in this fight, it doesn't really matter at this point. We're so powerful, we can destroy anything. I'm going to ban Kaiser Sigma because literally with KOS-MOS, I would do Blood Dancer to up her attack power, use offensive, and then use that, and I might be able to one-shot her. I'll have to look into that and maybe tag part of that on toward the end of the video just because I think it's cool, but other than that, like if I can, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of that in this fight, so let's kind of start off first with offensive. That will allow us to do more damage. T-elos uses lots of beam attacks. She's strong against fire. We can steal from her, which I should probably do. She's technically mechanical, so the Hilbert effect is, of course, awesome. But unlike previous fights with Testaments, who were kind of supposed to be both.
Why do you and KOS-MOS have to fight?
Maiden who has lost her past, I will awaken all your memories by my hand. Don't interfere.
Cool. But yeah, so like some of the Testaments, when we fought them in human form, we couldn't use human type attacks on them. Well, we can now, which is nice. We really should have had that ability right from the start. Skin down is already on you.
Ether drive.
Let's unload quick. And yeah, like, so human type attacks like Fallen Eagle, which are human only, as it says there, we can use those on her. I will be using those in order to try and break her, though she's really annoying with that, and she doesn't really allow you to break her very easily. Let's use Rare Hunter, steal from you. Life Demon. It's another life leech thing, which I don't particularly care about. And so, yeah, she's strong against fire, so I'm not going to use Nemesis like I did against Kaiser. But with offensive on, we do quite a bit of damage, and as you can see, this fight is not going to last very long. Yeah, we do quite a bit of damage now. I could use some other attacks. I don't do a lot of damage with this, but we use a break attack and a clincher, and we've already leveled up our thing to full. And some revenge. Revenge is nice. And there's a double. Yeah. Oh, let's add to that. Let's do some lightning waltz here. Yeah. Yeah. And that's without Blood Dancer on. As you can see, this fight is not going to last very long. We could use Double Shot, which will do more damage, as you can see. We should probably let her get some kind of attacks in, otherwise it's going to be a rather boring fight, but it's pretty easy to walk through most fights at this point. Why do I have... Oh, I have half EP on you. I was like, wait a minute, why does that cost so little? Okay. Let's try for break. If you get her break up high enough, she, instead of countering, you know, by doing nothing, which is what most people tend to do in these situations, instead she actually does something smart. She uses break heal, which is nice. It's pain for me because I can't really break her, but yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. We can inflict. If I'm in the right menu, that would help. Hilbert effect.
This is where you die.
She's preparing for a special attack. There's one more line of dialogue I'd hope to get, which is why I stuck with the party members they gave me. But she's doing a special attack, so make sure you're at full. You can guard if you want. I don't think it really does all that much, but this is kind of like a one-shot. Hopefully she uses it on Jin, and I'll just revive him. But... Or you can use it on Cheong. This is her ultimate kind of attack. It just hits a bunch of times, does lots of break damage, and one more for good measure. Okay. So I've gotten rid of most of your damage there. So let's bring in Junior, and like even, well, I'll let the camera focus on KOS-MOS, but even up in the top left, her eyes are now blue in the portrait instead of red. And once this finally focuses on her, yes, blue eyes instead of red. So she has awoken, though that doesn't affect her in-battle performance at all. Anyway, change, bring in Chaos. These guys need the most experience, so we're just going to go with them. The other line was, KOS-MOS, I'm going to absorb you, or something like that.
You're providing more entertainment than I expected.
Yeah, that's the line you get if you don't have KOS-MOS in. I probably should have left her in for another round, but... I need to heal you. Medica L. And then I need to heal you of your break.
Ether drive.
Very nice. And some damage. Yeah, she will repeat this a couple of times. I'm not sure how many times she'll use it. I would guess an infinite amount, but she has to build up for it. As long as you have your ability, you know, your enhanced rings equipped, there really isn't a whole lot to worry about. Full throttle? Sure, why not? Yeah, we don't have protection against revenge anymore because we're using different characters. Twin impact 2, sure, why not? And there's a double. And let's do a double shot here. Lots of damage. Eventually she'll use some other stuff. Yeah. And she's going to do that. I am going to use Analyze so that I know when I can kill you. 3,800 HP left. So, like, one more attack, and then it's time to... Yeah. 9 stones is abusive. Very abusive. Twin Impact 2. Yeah, as you can see, that's why I protect myself against revenge, because it uses lots of revenge. Ah, she has different statuses now. So I can use ice to do lots of damage to her, which means chaos. So I'll just use a normal attack there. Still brings up his break gauge, so it seems. Oh, yeah, now she's strong against ice. Okay. Oh, so let's go special attack with Requiem. We'll finish you off. I think that's physically based. There we go.
I'm impressed you could push me this far.
I didn't really talk about it, but this music, it works in the sense that it's always been kind of associated with KOS-MOS and T-elos. As far as battle theme, it doesn't have the same kind of impact that something like Emerald Mermaid or June Mermaid, whatever it was, has from Xenogears, stuff like that. But I won't complain. It's definitely a beautiful piece of music. And we get another armor for KOS-MOS. And a whole whack ton of money that we don't need. But that's pretty much all the time I have for today. Next time, we'll continue with the cutscene since it's going to run to like a 30-minute episode. And then we will continue on through the rest of the area. There's not much left. There's like 2 screens, I think. And then a bunch of bosses. Boss Gauntlet! Okay, for shits and giggles, let's see if this does any damage at all. Hilbert effect on you. Offensive and attack up on KOS-MOS, which of course is her Blood Dancer ability. And let's see how much Urtikaiser Sigma does.
Urtikaiser Sigma!
See how much damage we can get out of her. Wonder if I can one-shot this boss. That would be fucking hilarious. That's a big sword. I can one-shot this boss.
I'm impressed you could push me this far.
Yeah, that's why it's banned. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.